You know, if you look at an interview from me from 10 years ago, everybody says, I love that interview. People didn't love it back then, though, because I was speaking to the future. I'm 10 years ahead mentally, and I'm trapped in today's time. And every now and then I crack you a smile for 2013, but I'm cracking you a frown for 2023. And I'm focused on what it's going to be. Just mark my words. As I'm Kanye West, you seen my execution. Did I?
Hey, God, Jay-Z, I know you that. Please don't sit him at my head. Just call me.
When are we finally going to have a real conversation about whether or not Rihanna...
They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
That's because Jay-Z worked so fucking hard to change the narrative of that night. Now, Rihanna was only 14, 15 when he started her and signed to the Def Jam. It's clear to say that the herpes that she had came from the person she had been most sexually involved with, and that was Sean Carter.
This Rihanna incident is getting much deeper. Reports are now claiming that someone may have planned the entire situation and allegedly used the woman involved as a pawn. Kanye West has even warned Rihanna to stay on high alert, suggesting that her enemies could try something like this again. According to some rumors, those alleged enemies are none other than Beyoncé and Roc Nation. For years, there have been rumors that Beyoncé and Rihanna never truly got along. Some gossip claims that Jay-Z allegedly had an affair with Rihanna in the early days of his relationship with Beyoncé. There have even been wild claims that the situation created tension between the two women. However, no one ever imagined that the alleged hostility could go as far as someone trying to harm Rihanna. What makes the story even more shocking for some people is that Beyoncé has previously been linked in rumors to the death of one of Jay-Z's alleged mistresses, Kathy White. Interestingly, Kanye West was reportedly one of the first people to publicly accuse Beyoncé of possibly having something to do with Kathy's death. Whether that is coincidence or not is something many people online continue to debate. By now, most people have heard about the frightening incident involving Rihanna and a woman named Ivana Ortiz. According to reports, Ivana allegedly drove all the way from Florida to Los Angeles, parked outside Rihanna's home, and opened fire at the property. What many people don't realize is how close the situation reportedly came to becoming even more tragic. Sources claim that Rihanna and her children were inside an Airstream trailer on the property when the shooting happened, and one of the bullets reportedly pierced through the trailer. Just a few more shots, and Rihanna could have been seriously injured. That is how close the situation was. After the incident, Rihanna didn't simply move to another house. Reports claim that she actually left the state and relocated to a secret location. Some people believe this may be because she suspects that someone powerful could be behind the attack, while many have seen videos online of Ivana behaving erratically on social media and even calling Rihanna a witch. Some rumors suggest those videos could be circulating to make the incident appear random. According to that speculation, it may have been an attempt to cover up what some believe was a planned attack. One commenter online even said that Rihanna leaving town might suggest she believes someone powerful was involved. The person claimed that if it had been an isolated incident, she might have simply changed homes instead of leaving the state altogether. Because of this, some people have started pointing fingers at Jay-Z and Beyoncé, though these claims remain unproven. Others have even tried to involve A$AP Rocky in the speculation. Although there is no clear reason for that accusation, those who suspect Beyoncé often point to long-standing rumors about tensions between her and women who were allegedly linked to Jay-Z in the past. In particular, rumors about a possible affair between Jay-Z and Rihanna during the early years of his relationship with Beyoncé have circulated for many years, although none of these claims have ever been confirmed. If you want, I can also make this more dramatic and engaging for a YouTube celebrity gossip script so it keeps viewers watching longer.
Jaguar Wright explained how Rihanna was sold to Jay-Z at 16 years old. She explained how it was super sketchy that Rihanna got brought to America at only 16 years old without any parental supervision, and how she auditioned for Jay-Z at 3 o'clock in the morning. She explained how it didn't make sense that Rihanna's parents would let her fly by herself after just meeting Evan Roberts all the way to America to meet with Jay-Z in the middle of the night. and she alleged that Rihanna's dad got a $500,000 payout for letting this happen. She alleged since this was all out of the blue, Rihanna would have had to flown on a private plane to get from Barbados to America because she wouldn't have had a visa and her parents were not around with her to fly to America. And Rihanna even explained how Jay-Z would not let her leave until she signed the recording contract, and the label locked her in the office until 3 a.m.
You've gone through.
So tell me about your audition with Jay-Z. Tell me what he said to you.
A really good audition.
Yes.
But before I met him, I was so nervous. I was shaking literally. But the moment I walked into the office, the atmosphere was so warm and welcoming.
And you had to sing a cappella for him?
Yes, I had to sing. I sang Fun to Replay. I sang another ballad from the album last time.
So then what did he say to you? He said something to you.
Oh yes, he said, we don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, and we're interested. And there was this sudden feel of relief.
But then he said something about a window and a door or something.
Oh, then he said, you did it homework.
I did a lot of homework on you, Miss Lady.
He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
So you was like, where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm signing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure working with Jay-Z, you met Beyonce.
That's right.
How was it like meeting her?
I could not speak.
Really?
Really. That's someone I really looked up to for a long time. And it was after one of my showcases, and he was introducing me to everyone from the label. Then he finally said, okay, one more person. And there she was. And I could not speak.
And she gave you some advice.
Yes, she did. She just told me to, when I get on stage, let loose, have fun, and be in control.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to let it go.
No.
Because she'd be like, what? You know how she does it.
I mean, it is pretty weird because Jay-Z just started talking to Beyonce as soon as she turned 18 years old. And not long after Rihanna signed to Jay-Z, there was rumors swirling all over the media that Jay-Z was cheating on Beyonce with Rihanna. And a lot of people still to this day never understood why Rihanna and Beyonce are not close, and we've never got a collaboration with the two of them, even though Rihanna was claimed one of Jay-Z's biggest stars. Jaguar Wright then went on to allege how Rihanna's last album, Anti, was basically a cry for help. She talked about how creepy it was that Rihanna did the album cover of a child with a crown over her eyes. And it says that the Anti album is about a person opposed to a particular...
We're gonna have a real conversation about whether or not Rihanna was to Def Jam.
She was an innocent baby when she came over here. And look
She
at
was
her now.
14 going on 15 years old. Flown over without parental supervision in a private plane by a man who was supposed to be a producer who auditioned her at 3 a.m. in the fucking morning. In a hotel room. Auditioning. At 3 a.m. in the morning. A 14-year-old girl.
With no parental consent.
With no parental, nobody. She was flown. She was flown to another country. She was taken to Def Jam headquarters. She was left in a conference room alone with Sean Carter for nearly 6 hours alone.
Apparently, the reason Beyoncé didn't go after Rihanna sooner was because she didn't have what some people believe to be concrete proof that an affair had actually happened. However, rumors claim that she may have recently discovered evidence and is no longer willing to let it slide. Many people online were quick to believe this theory. In case you're wondering, people often bring up the story of Jay-Z's now deceased alleged mistress, Kathy White, who was also rumored to be pregnant. She reportedly died from a brain aneurysm just as she was supposedly preparing to go public with claims about her alleged affair with Jay-Z. Some believe that Kanye West tried to warn people about what he claimed were Jay-Z and Beyoncé's alleged connections to several mysterious situations. However, at the time, many people dismissed his statements and assumed he was simply being controversial. Back in 2017, a well-known news reporter named Liz Crokin even posted a tweet suggesting that when Kanye West talked about Jay-Z having people handled, he might have been referring to individuals connected to Kathy White's story.
Hey, God, Jay-Z, I know you got please don't sit him at my head. Just call me.
She later posted a follow-up tweet explaining in more detail what Kanye West might have meant when he accused Beyoncé and Jay-Z of allegedly having people unilived. In the tweet, she pointed out the date and wrote, "Hey Jay-Z, I was the reporter who spoke to your alleged mistress right before she died. I know everything. I know what you did. Your time is coming. Maybe you and Diddy can share a prison cell. Justice is coming. It's only a matter of time before Spirit Cooking Jay-Z is exposed like Diddy. There's a reason Kanye said Jay has people handled. I would know. He's evil to the core. I pray there will be justice for Kathy White one day. The false idols will continue to fall, mark my words. What made the situation even more suspicious to some people was that right when Liz started talking about these allegations, many articles about Kathy White reportedly began disappearing from the internet. Some believe that someone may have tried to remove the information before people could investigate further. However, that effort didn't completely work, because several blogs had already covered the story and saved screenshots of the articles. Point 1 blog, Rhymes with Snitch, even reposted an article originally published by Hollywood Street King claiming that Jay-Z was allegedly having an affair with Kathy. The article stated that rumors were circulating about Jay-Z being involved with a woman named Kathy Kareen White, who was reportedly a friend of Claudia Jordan. According to the report, the two had allegedly been seeing each other for some time. The article also pointed to a photo where Kathy and Claudia were standing near Jay-Z, suggesting they appeared close enough to indicate she might have been part of his inner circle. What made the story even more intriguing for many readers was that about a year after the alleged affair rumors surfaced, Kathy White suddenly died under mysterious circumstances, with reports stating that the cause of death was a brain aneurysm. The official cause of Kathy White's death was reported to be a brain aneurysm, but many people online were skeptical and didn't fully believe that explanation. Once again, the blog Hollywood Street King stepped in, claiming to have uncovered more details and even speaking with an NYPD officer who was reportedly involved in investigating the situation. According to an article that circulated online, the writer said, "Yesterday, I received the news that Kathy Michelle White had suddenly passed away. I immediately began looking into the situation, and what I discovered raised even more questions. Kathy did not necessarily die from a brain aneurysm, despite what was widely being reported across the internet." The article went on to claim that an NYPD detective stated that the exact cause of Kathy's death was still uncertain at the time. The detective reportedly said that an autopsy and toxicology tests would be conducted to determine what really happened. Until those results were available, the death was being treated as suspicious. It was also noted that Kathy White died exactly 1 year after the story about her alleged affair with Jay-Z first surfaced online. According to reports, a 911 call was made from an apartment at 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan after Kathy became seriously ill. Paramedics arrived and transported her to Beth Israel Hospital, where she later passed away. At the time, investigators said it was too early to confirm that an aneurysm had caused her death. An autopsy was scheduled to determine the true cause, and toxicology tests were ordered in case any harmful substances had been involved. Those results were expected to take about 2 weeks. Another detail that raised eyebrows for some people was that 2 weeks before her death, Kathy had reportedly been contacted by a major tabloid that was investigating her alleged connection to Jay-Z. According to the claims, she called Jay-Z and told him that she was planning to go public with the story about their alleged affair. Then, less than 48 hours after the announcement that Beyoncé was pregnant with Jay-Z's child, Kathy White suddenly died under what some people described as suspicious circumstances.
Kathy White's life was taken unfairly. She actually died screaming, and the Carters are responsible. But one of them is just a little more responsible than the other. Question is, did Sean Carter delete his mistress, his pregnant mistress, because his wife was jealous? Or could it be possible that maybe his wife's temper is just a little worse than most people think? And maybe he just had to clean it up to protect the brand's sake. I mean, I'm just speculating.
People also pointed out a disturbing poem from Beyoncé's song, Anger, where she describes wearing the body parts of her man's deceased lover if that's what it would take to make him stop cheating. The imagery in the poem struck many listeners as dark and unsettling, sparking debates online about the deeper meaning behind the lyrics.
If it's what you truly want, I can wear her skin over mine, her hair over mine, her hands as gloves, her teeth as confetti, her scalp a cap, her sternum my bedazzled cane. We can pose for a photograph, all three of us, immortalized. You and your perfect girl.
None of this is actual proof that Beyoncé was behind anything involving Rihanna, but many people online have started connecting the dots. The situation became even more suspicious to some after Kanye West openly accused Beyoncé of allegedly having people unalived. It's also worth remembering that before Kanye's public controversies, he was very close to Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Because of that, some people believe that if anyone would know them well, it might be him. As usual, people online shared their opinions. One person commented, "I always thought Beyoncé was jealous of Rihanna, but doing something like that while there are kids in the house? That's evil." Another person wrote, "How convenient is it that something happens involving Rihanna and suddenly there's a wave of Beyoncé press?" Of course, these are just opinions and rumors circulating online. But now the question is, what do you think? Do you believe Beyoncé could have had a hand in this, or do you think Kanye West might be onto something? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch another messy video.